Koh Chang is Elephant Island, one of the most popular places for people to go if they visit Thailand. And even in the rainy season like it is at the moment, it's still a very beautiful island and nice and relaxing to get away. I'm going on a one-night 24-hour visit and I'll bring you along too. Whether you're traveling from Bangkok, where you need to either come down by flying, which you can do with Bangkok Airways, or you can get a bus from Egamai bus station that will bring you down here, or you can get a minivan service that also goes from Egamai, or you can pick it up at other locations, for example at Koh Chang Road. If you want to drive from Bangkok, you can drive all the way down here. You cut out a lot of that time if you travel by air, but you still have to transfer from Drad Airport down to one of the two ferry ports. Yes, there's two ferry ports on the mainland where ferries go across to Koh Chang. This one is our Thamachat, which has the more regular service. They go about once every 45 minutes from here, and the journey time is approximately 30 minutes. At the other ferry port, which was actually closed during COVID, they've opened up to a partial service, but be careful if you go to that one because there's currently only about 4 services per day. You can bring your car over on the ferry, or you can just go over as a foot passenger. I came down from Pattaya today, and the choices from there are really a minivan service, or alternatively, like I did, you can get a private taxi, which is going to set you back somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 baht. You can bring the taxi onto the ferry as well. They'll charge you a few hundred baht more if you want to be delivered right to the door of your hotel. I actually think it's worth it because when you get to the other side, they might call it taxi mafia. You have no choice, there's a big hill to climb up and you need to get to your hotel. So my taxi is on the ferry and that's going to deliver me to my hotel. Now I'm just going to enjoy the view for 30 minutes and then I'll take you to the hotel as well. So I'll put the prices on the screen for the cost of a foot passenger and also the cost of a car with passengers so you can compare them. So I've arrived and this is the Little Sunshine Resort, which I booked through Agoda. And I kind of, like I've said before, I kind of booked the cheapest room in a nice hotel. It's got a great score on Agoda and they particularly talk about the great service that you get because it is a small boutique style hotel. And I just went in there to say that I'd arrived and they've upgraded me to a better room. So you can't say anything else than well done to them. So let me very quickly show you around the hotel. Well, as you can see, the grounds are wonderfully kept, immaculately clean. All the time that I was there, there was a team of gardeners tending to the garden. Lots of shrubs, lots of trees, and just a very short walk onto the beach. Literally, you can jump onto the beach from the hotel. Plenty of shade as well because of those palm trees, plenty of lounges to sit out on, and also a shower outside. But let's go inside the room. It's not the biggest room that I've ever stayed at in Thailand, but it's meant to be boutique and it really is quite chic. All of the furniture and fittings are top quality, beautiful bed sheets, beautiful curtains, a wonderful lamp. There's a small wardrobe or closet where you can put some clothes. 2 umbrellas that you can use. I probably should have taken one of those out with me. A couple of dressing gowns and also an in-room safe. There's some nice artwork on the walls, the switches are fairly convenient, and on the writing table with some complimentary fruit is an invitation to try out the spa which is in the hotel, and I will do that tomorrow. What's in the fridge? Well, there is some beer and some Coke and some water. There's also a flat screen TV. Again, you can see it's not the most modern, but it does work, and so does the air conditioning unit, which is a small unit. The bathroom has a toilet, a hairdryer. It has some complimentary shampoo, conditioner and shower gel. There's also a shaving mirror. And the shower itself is actually a separate room, and the shower was strong and warm, no complaints whatsoever. But what really makes this room is the view from the window, where you do look out over the gardens and straight onto the beach and the sea. All those palm trees and vegetation make it even better. And I think it might be clearing up a bit. Either I'm going to go for a dip in the small swimming pool, or better still, I think I'm going to head out on my motorbike that I hired for 300 baht and take a look round White Sands Beach. It's a few minutes to get back onto the main road and you'll pass through the yacht marina. But once on the road, then you'll find that they are quite bendy and also quite steep in places, so it's not necessarily for the faint-hearted. And you will be sharing the roads in part with the local population, which consists of quite a few monkeys. There are signs saying don't feed the monkeys, though I didn't find them particularly aggressive. But be careful because there's lots of them. They obviously had a great time during lockdown. This was a cafe that was recommended by the people in the hotel. Recommended because you walk up from close to White Sands Beach and get a wonderful view from up high. There's a coffee shop up there. So looking at the time, it's about 5:20. I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to get a sunset today, but I really don't have any complaints because just look at this. I mean, really. And the whole of the beach is just open for me and nobody else. Actually, I did see a cat. There was a cat, yeah, I was sharing the beach with a cat. And you can go out and do some canoeing or something. I might do that tomorrow, or I might not. And tonight, probably back down to White Sand Beach and see if there's any activity. I have been to Koh Chang twice before. So this is the third time, and going back into White Sands, it did look very quiet, I've got to say that. But then again, quiet can be good. You want to have something for relaxing, come on down. It took about 4 or 5 hours door to door from Pattaya today in a taxi. And it's just like really going to another world. Well, I'm having a night out anyway here in Koh Chang, and the thing is, on an island like Koh Chang, you have to know that everything is going to close quite early or very early, particularly if you're comparing it to a place like Pattaya or Bangkok. Everything seems to be basically closed already, but I've called for a songtail and he's going to take me back to White Sand Beach. And there are some places that stay open a little bit late. One of them is Spy Bar, or possibly it's Spy Bar in English, I'm not sure, I'll find out when I get there. And then he's going to bring me all the way back. So this is my one-person party. This is as lively as it gets, particularly in the off-season in Koh Chang. So anyway, I finally made it to White Sand Beach again. It's quite a journey really at night with those windy roads, and it's been raining and it's pitch black some of the way, so I'm glad I didn't go out on the motorcycle because I probably would have had an accident or been robbed or worse. So I did catch a songtail. It's expensive because you're basically a captive audience and you don't have any choice. But nevertheless, I'm here, I'm sat on the beach. There's Tom Jones' Sex Bomb in the background, which seems quite appropriate. Well, maybe not. There's a beer promotion on, and I've got some French fries just to join in with the local culture. I'm gonna have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you in the morning because breakfast is between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So hopefully I'll see you then. Good night. So good morning, and it's a beautiful day here despite saying that I came in the rainy season, and there wasn't some rain yesterday. The good thing is that we should know about Thailand by now is when it says it's going to rain all day, well, it's like tropical rain, and it comes in the evening and it comes in the night, but then you wake up to a beautiful morning like today, and it really is lovely and warm. Hopefully you can see the sea behind me. Beautiful view when I open the curtains. When I woke up this morning, a little bit of a headache by the way, but that's something to do with the beer promotion last night. We won't talk about that. And this morning I'm going to get a hearty breakfast. There's a big choice actually. You can just design your own breakfast, so really there's anything that you want. It is a set breakfast, but you can choose, and I've chosen to have French toast and bacon, and also the coffee is filter coffee. But let's have a go. It's not bad at all. Lovely start to the day. So day 2, and I've just got enough time to go out one more time on the motorbike. This time I took a slightly different route out, and you can see there's some kind of river there. Again towards White Sands, there's all kinds of places if you look just off the main road. And this is a place that's like a coffee shop and restaurant. It's kind of a Japanese theme. When you walk inside, you have to take off your shoes. They've even got signs up telling you must keep quiet and don't speak loudly on the telephone. It's a very pleasant place. There's not much of a beach outside, but even so, the sun beginning to shine through, it's very, very pleasant, the view, and you can sit there with a full meal, or just as I did with a coffee and a snack, and while away a few hours with a very pleasant view indeed. I then headed back towards the hotel because I made a booking in the spa for a body massage. You can see the spa is upstairs. There's only one therapist who actually works there, so you do have to make a booking. And as with most hotels, you can expect to pay about double the rate that you would if you went out of the resort onto the street. There's a jacuzzi there, but it wasn't in use when I was there. And here is one of the rooms that's obviously been changed into the spa. And here is my therapist. Inside the room, it's fairly traditional in terms of the layout. And I must admit, it was a very nice, relaxing massage. As if I needed any more help to relax, the sun had finally come out, and I sat back on the beach for the remaining time before it was time to go home. So that is 24 hours on Koh Chang. So what can I tell you about Koh Chang? Well, I can tell you definitely can do it for one night, but really my feeling right now, as I've just checked out, is you need a bit longer than that. You need 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week would be fine. There's so much to do. I'm going to come back and go around all the different beaches and post another video about that. But for this trip, I've stayed in a fantastic place. I do feel relaxed. The only thing that I would say about this hotel is if you want to go out in the evening, particularly as in the rainy season and it's quite quiet, is that it's a bit of a way into White Sands, and I might have been better with the benefit of hindsight to get into White Sands and a hotel there, and then everything would have been closer at hand. But I said before, you can't beat a beach like this. I've been here for 24 hours and the most I've seen is 1 or 2 people strolling along and a couple of fishermen in the sea. It's completely idyllic, it's completely relaxing, and even if you've only got a short amount of time like me, it's well worth a visit. Put Koh Chang on the list. Hope you enjoy it. See you again soon. Bye bye.